there. I'm Chris-Rachael with the Austin Post and Fanboy TV, and we're out here with another Made in Austin segment. Today we have the Tardis console, and you have no idea how excited I am by this. These two fine people made the Tardis console, right?
Yes.
What are your names?
I'm Steve Noreko.
Andrea Swihaski.
So what inspired you to make a full life-size Tardis console?
Craziness. A friend and I came up with an idea to do a interactive sound sculpture 6 years ago or so, and we kind of played around with technology, and it was like, it wasn't there yet. And then she and I were sitting watching Doctor Who, and we were like, you know what we should do with that is make a Tardis console, and we're like, yeah.
So what did it take technology-wise to build something like this?
Robots, lasers, lots of soldering.
The CNC machine was used to cut all the wood of the base. Laser cutter is used to cut the acrylic and all of the symbols into the wood. Soldering for all the wiring. There's programming.
There's like a bunch of microcontrollers. There's a computer inside.
How long did it take to build this?
Well, we say about a year, but about 6 months of construction.
And 6 months of drinking?
No, not really. Not enough drinking, really, but that's...
So, do you take this around to various shows, or is it just like, this is my living room and it's awesome?
Sort of that. Originally we built it and took it out to the Burning Flipside Festival, and we'll be out there again at the end of the month. We did Art Outside in August.
Studio tour. East Austin Studio Tour, and we'll do it this next East Austin Studio Tour.
So,
before you decided to build something this epic, had you ever built anything incredibly large on this type of scale before?
not on this amount of scale. I've done 2 large Burning Man projects in the past that were sizable, but not to the scale of detail that this was.
Oh. So do you have any plans to build the rest of a console or the rest of a box to go around it?
Well, the trick with the box is that it does need to be bigger on the inside, or smaller on the outside, if you like. There's not really much else to be done structure-wise, console-wise, I guess, but there's a lot of programming that can go into it.
We played around with the idea of a metal archways that would go across and around, like the 11th. Doctor, and having metal and having the speakers mounted along there. This was originally designed to be outside, and so when we're outside and not on concrete, the speakers are surround sound, and there's one behind each. And when it's inside, then the speakers are underneath each panel.
Yes.
This is
About how much did that cost as well? Just because
thousands of dollars.
Really?
Thousands of dollars, yeah.
I mean, they're just electronics and whatnot is that, but I haven't run a tally.
Yeah.
So
what do you guys do in real life? I mean, these seem to be a lot of interesting skills that needed to come together to make a Tardis possible.
I'm a commercial photographer.
I used to do graphic design. I work for, I do online testing for Pearson Education.
So nothing related to building this whatsoever at all?
Well, I mean,
Artistic sense.
Been building stuff for years and years, so it's just culmination of a lot of different things. A lot of the electronic stuff I learned this year, or the year of building this was, I learned how to do this. All right, let's do this next thing. So
one of the amazing things about Doctor Who is if you're envisioning a console, you can make it whatever you want. They change it up all the time.
Yeah.
What made you decide what you were going to put dials and knobs and all fun-wise on yours?
Some of it was what we had to work with, because we were salvaging parts from things, taking things apart, and it was like, that looks cool.
So we kind of used the 11th Doctor. There's a particular episode that Neil Gaiman wrote, The Doctor's Wife, where they're in a junkyard and they have to make a junkyard TARDIS. Yeah. So we kind of did that, and we ordered some things online when we had particular pieces that we wanted. But we did a lot of like Salvage Yard or Goodwill, or like, hey, this is awesome. What does it do? I don't know. Let's make it do this.
Let's take it apart.
The boys are pinball fanatics, and so like, okay, we don't care, but we want one panel to kind of look like a pinball machine. Eventually, we'd like it to make it live pinball. It's not yet, but eventually.
It's set up for that, but
there was definitely a lot of taking a I did kind of the design of where things went, and so we like, okay, here's a bit of all the parts, and then what would look neat, and so I take the different pieces and like, how would the colors or patterns work if we moved this over here and this over here, and
Well, it looks absolutely fantastic. This is a beautiful, beautiful sculpture. Thank you guys very much.
Sure.